Hi, I'm Jen, and I'm here with Alyssa, and we want to share with you all about our Quilting 123 collection. So let's get started and teach me about this 123.
Okay, so it's super exciting because it's a great way to create a customized and personalized quilt.
Love that.
Okay, so the 123 makes it easy because you start with a 1, which of course means a background. Okay, so that's going to be a number 1 whenever you're creating your quilt block. So you're going to start with a background just like this one. So we have our diamond here. Of course, we do have 10 different options for backgrounds, which is crazy, right? It's a lot.
Love that.
We also have a stipple design, which comes in 3 different sizes.
Great.
Which is pretty fun as well. And they do all come in rectangular sizes and square.
Lots of options already,
Yes.
so I'm very happy so far.
That's number 1.
All right.
Number 2 would be to choose your frame. So you can see we have a few different options here. With this one's really fun because it's, you know, our regular folded fabric border, except we have a little bit of puffiness
It's the puffy. It's the puffy frame.
Yeah, it's a little bit of
this.
trapunto action in here.
Great.
Yeah. So that's number 2. And then you're gonna go to number 3, which would be to merge your isolated design on top of your quilt block. So we have a few different options here. We have lots of different options in the collection, but they all come with holiday isolated designs, flowers, and different animals as well.
Designs. So let me take a second and show you how you would do all of this 1, 2, 3 business right on your machine.
Yes.
So as you mentioned, Alyssa, we have to do number 1, which is loading our background first.
Yes.
So let me grab a background, or could you grab me a background? Just the
diamonds.
Girl's best friend, my favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna load that background right onto my machine, and then next I'm gonna merge a frame in. So
And
I'll pick
that's super easy.
merging the frame.
Yes, it's
and
super easy.
You can follow instructions in the tutorial if you're not familiar with how to do so. So I'm gonna merge a frame in, so that's gonna look something like this. So I have my background, number 1. Number 2, I have my frame. And number 3, I'm gonna choose whichever isolated design I wanted, and that would go right in here in this block.
Yes.
So once all those 3 pieces, I'm gonna move these over. Once all 3 pieces are merged together, I get this wonderful looking block. It has my diamond background in it back here. It has that puffy frame border, and then it has this adorable little bird, and we're very springy with our puffy bird block here. Don't you love it? I love this. It's so cute.
And something else to point out about this is that, of course, you can use the isolated designs within this collection, but you can pull any embroidery designs from any other collection that we have and merge them onto the blocks just like you normally would.
That's excellent.
Yes. So lots of different options.
If you're a beginner, it's great to have Quilting 123 because of all the choices you're already getting. But if you're someone who's experienced, you can kind of dabble out into the other Anita Goodesign embroidery collections you do have and bring those in here.
Pull into your library. You have it there for a reason.
That is true. So if I want to go ahead and make a quilt, it looks like we can make something that looks like this.
Yes.
Now all of this comes in Quilting 123.
It all does.
Can we talk a little bit about this quilt here?
So of course we do have the quilt blocks that we have stitched out, and then once we're ready to put them together, you can go into this collection and pull out any sashing block designs that you would like, and there's countless designs.
Okay, I was like, I need to stop you there.
So
we get sashing designs, sashing blocks in the Quilting 123 collection as well. Now, from what I understand, there's so many. It's an entire section in the book. There's different sizes, small, medium, large.
Yep,
There's
different widths.
Okay, and I think some of them get more interesting.
Folded
some
fabrics,
are some are just very simple with one fabric, and some look almost as if they're braided. So you can have a really intricate and difficult, with all the bragging rights, quilt in the end, essentially, right?
Exactly, and then you just fit it together just like we would put together any other quilts.
Now, if I planned my quilt ahead of time, would I be able to use some of the rectangular blocks and the squares? Does it have to be a quilt of all squares?
No,
or a quilt
absolutely
of all rectangles?
not. No, just as long as you use the same size, they'll all fit together like a puzzle.
I love that. So it sounds like I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of combinations because we have the 10 quilting backgrounds, we have the 20 frames, we have all of the isolated designs, we have that entire section of sashing, correct?
That's right.
That's giving us hundreds of combinations.
Yeah,
I'm doing, like,
if
I'm
you
not a
wanna do the math.
mathematician, but I'm doing the math in my head, and it's a very large number, right?
I'll give you props on that.
But I don't think this collection stops here because I do
it doesn't.
think you get more. Is that right?
That's right.
Because besides getting the backgrounds, the frames, the sashing, you get some other blocks.
That's right.
From what I understand.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
not
pull
just
some
our
over
standard
here.
quilt blocks. We've got some
What do we
different
have here?
designs. We've got our stripe block right here that of course comes in rectangular and a square.
And I know we have some motif stitches that are included. You'll have one that's long enough to fit on your rectangular blocks, and then you'll have one the length of your square blocks. So you can pick and choose which blocks you want to use and which motif stitches you want to use with that. We also have some really fun other blocks I'm going to show you really quickly. We have this wave block here. This is a fan favorite in the office. We have the very nice flying geese block. I love that with the pops of color in the center there. The rose block, and then of course we have the herringbone block. So I hope everyone is really excited about Quilting 123. I think I'm going to be busy for the next 365 days. I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
I'm excited.
I'm ready to start my quilt.
We should.
How about you?
We should. We've got a lot of work ahead of us.